There's a girl that does hair fascinators for me for my bridal dresses. Do you know I never met her when she started doing things for me? And someone said, oh, talk to this person, talk to that person. But I called her, like, send me your stuff. Now she is very professional. Do you know in 5 minutes she has sent me close to 50 stuff that she had done? She wasn't worried. She had them done, sent them to me. They were perfect. If between myself and that girl we haven't made hair pieces, we have made 200. So you also have to understand your consumers. It's not about just having a good product. You need to understand your consumers and the way they behave.
After the creation and production of fashion pieces, the marketing and distribution is a whole new industry that has opened up several job opportunities. Today, we have professions in fashion styling, fashion journalism, fashion photography, fashion blogging, and whatever else you choose to make of fashion. These areas never existed in this part of the world in about 5 years ago. But it shows you where we're going as a country, where fashion is concerned. My guest today is a young lady who is a professional photo, film, and TV stylist. Let's put our hands together for Funmi Ishola. Welcome. Now, Funmi is a professional photo, film, and TV stylist, as I said earlier. She studied botany and microbiology at the University of Ibadan and went on to learn professional styling from the British College of Professional Styling in Oxford, England. She's worked with several fashion magazines in Nigeria, and she recently became the editor of Today's Fashion magazine, an Afrocentric magazine published by City People Media. Let's put our hands together for Funmi. Botany, microbiology. Do they dress up, or how did fashion styling come into that?
Maybe dress up with leaves, but really, no, I'm just joking.
I know.
Why did I go into botany and microbiology? Initially, you know how it is in Nigeria, your parents want you to be either a doctor or something, and I was supposed to go for medicine, but I didn't get the cutoff mark, and I decided to go for botany and microbiology. It was interesting at first, but I knew that wasn't exactly what I was cut out to do. And then eventually, after that's finished, you know, I went on to England. I was working, you know, as a project manager with Southeastern Trains. But when the recession hit, I was there between 2005 and 2011. Okay. But when the recession hit about 2007, I decided to, and I thought, okay, what can I do exactly to add value to my country? And I've really been interested in the entertainment industry, you know. I've actually been on set on some locations when I was just after secondary school, before JAM. And, you know, yes, the industry, in my opinion, has improved, but there's still so much to do, especially when it comes to TV, you know, film, styling and clothing. So I decided that I wanted to improve myself, you know, first. And then I decided to go for that course. It's a diploma in professional photo, TV, and film styling.
Okay. So what do you do?
So what we do is we are the ones who pull out the clothes, the accessories to, you know, style, say, a commercial, a video, it could be a movie, it could be a film. Okay. And apart from the entertainment industry, you know, personalities who want to look good. So, and then fashion styling, which I am, you know, specialized in, exactly, has to do with the outfits. Basically, you have to be able to assess fit. You have to be able to assess an outfit that is age appropriate. Okay. For somebody, you have to be able to assess colors. I do color analysis as well. You know, not every color looks good on everybody. Okay. So if you're wearing the color that doesn't fit your skin tone, you have to know how to balance it.
Now, I always like to talk the money. Now, as a fashion stylist, what kind of income can one earn?
It depends. As you grow, as you go, you can get a contract to style for as much as 5 million. Say a Range Rover calls you to come and style a Genevieve in Naji for their advertisements. Those kind of...
Does that include the cost of the clothes?
Well,
or just for the service?
The service and sometimes the clothes, because really there are some clothings that you would not find in the shops or from the designers. You might have to commission a designer to, produce something that you think is required for the look and the feel you're trying to project.
What do you need to take your business to the next level? Expert advice? Affordable financing? State-of-the-art technology? A partner you can trust. At First Bank, we can help with that. Visit sme.firstbanknigeria.com to find out how we can help you grow your business. First Bank.
A lot of my people are going to be startups. So if a startup fashion stylist or one of these young people is interested in fashion styling and gets all the knowledge and gets the feel and all of that, basic startup income, what would that be?
It will be less than 100,000. 100,000 is even too much, that's the truth. Because the first thing you need is knowledge capital, apart from the money. Because
so
it's
how
not
do you
enough,
gain that?
Yes, it's not enough to just read magazines, Complete Fashion or Vogue. You have to, like I would say, the internet is your friend. Like I've said,
University of Google?
University of Google, exactly.
Okay.
There are 3 major aspects to look out for when styling a person, whether male or female. The body shape. We have different types of body shapes. You have the pear, you have the petite, you have hourglass, and all that. You need to learn all that, first of all. And then you need to be able to work with colors.
So they need to learn about colors and skin tones.
And different types of styles.
Okay. Where can we gain this knowledge?
You can either go to, for example, the British College of Professional Styling, they now do online.
Okay, so they're
training.
Online courses for
Yes,
this
they are now
program.
online courses.
That's a good one.
And they are quite affordable.
About
really.
how much?
About £400, which is like 100,000 naira.
Okay.
Sorry, does that sound very expensive?
Well,
because they are murmuring.
It can be, but on the other hand, I'm sure that we can have different other ways.
Yes, definitely. And then one way, really, without having to do all that, is to intern.
Okay.
That's the basic thing, to intern.
So if we cannot
afford a training,
we go and work under someone who is a fashion stylist.
Who is a professional fashion stylist. So for starting up, I would say intern, do a test shoot. There's something called a test shoot. You can get an upcoming photographer, you can get an upcoming model. For the clothes, you can use your own clothes. Make friends with...
somebody making clothes?
Yes, even boutique owners.
Okay.
You can make friends with them, but the main problem I've seen so far is people don't know how to take care of those things. And because sometimes they're loaning you for free, people take it for granted. I was talking with someone, I'm supposed to be styling some people tomorrow, and then I said, oh, please, I need some shoes. And she said, sorry, Funmi, I cannot give you. Now come and see what they've done to my shoes. And those shoes are really expensive. There is a way to treat. You have to borrow and return with care, but really you don't need much capital. Just go to a fashion stylist and ask to intern. There are quite a number of them. I know Vein Style, she's really good. There are so many other people that they are also coming up, and they can teach you so many things when it comes to styling.
Thank you very, very much for sharing. And do you have questions for Funmi? Yes. We'll take your question first.
I want to know all about photo stylist.
Photo styling. Okay.
I want you to talk more on hairstylist.
I'll start with the photo stylist question. A photo stylist is someone who styles the look of a photograph. A photo stylist works in magazines, you know, like Complete Fashion that we all know. It's a photo stylist who's, well, the truth is you have to be versatile. You have to, a stylist is a stylist, but then a photo stylist can also work as a fashion photographer. Okay. Because now you know how to work with pictures. You have to know the colors that look good on camera. You have to know the tones that would look, depending on the project you're working on at the time, you have to know how to, you know, balance the look in camera, because what you see in real life is not necessarily what will be on camera. They are two different things. So you have to know how the look will work on photographs. Does that answer your question? Okay. And then you talked about hairstyling. You know, we all have our different hairstyles. For a fashion stylist, you know, I have this plaque. I had to make it for different face shapes and the kind of hairstyles that suit them. You know, someone with a round face, I don't expect you to go and do a short bob because your face will only look even rounder. You know, you have to know what hairstyle will suit what, you know, face shape. I actually did a course as well in hairstyling with Avlon. You know, I know how to relax hair. Sometimes, okay, like I'm supposed to be styling Funke at Kindele. We don't know who her stylist, her hairstylist is. I just asked, what hairstyle do you have on? If it's just weave on, I have my wand, I have my straightener. I can do all that by myself. I tend to style my own hair by myself. So that's where versatility comes in.
Versatile.
Yes.
Thank you very, very much, Funmi, for sharing. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Are you a creative person? Are you looking for the right partner to help you transform your talent into your business? We can help with that. First Bank SME Connect. Visit sme.firstbanknigeria.com to find out more. First Bank.
Are you a Nigerian? Do you have a business idea but lack the initial capital? AGDC, in partnership with Lagos State Government, the Chair Center Group, founded by Mrs. Ibukun Awoshika, presents through an online contest, Ignite Ideas Contest, to give seed capital of 100,000 Naira each to 1,100 people and 1-year business mentorship. There is more. You also get access to credit facility from one of the biggest banks in the country. All you have to do is log on to www.igniteideas.org to register and fill the application form. You should also follow them on their social media pages. Facebook, www.facebook.com/igniteideascontest. Twitter, @ignitecontest. Hurry and give your business ideas some life.
Any other question, something you've experienced that you're dealing with in building the business?
I have this question. In the way I try to run my business and handle my clients,
Yes.
I try to do it like in a social way. So I operate on a social norm. We are family, we are guys, and then we're all cool and nice.
Except that it has a price too when it comes to collecting your money and everything.
Yes. So that's where I'm heading to.
Yeah,
so
I figured already.
The money part is the
challenge.
So when it's time for someone to pay up their balance, and then they're like, man, nigga,
I'm my guy now.
Yeah, you know. So being social, operating on social norms, they have their advantages, and then
their disadvantages.
So I'm wondering, from your experience, is there a way we could like meet halfway?
Well, I think, it's always good to build the social bridges and build the relationships, but you mustn't forget And this is where emotions must be taken out of it. You mustn't forget that as good as all the social is, you have a business to run. And so you have to be firm when you need to. And it's by setting simple rules. Oh, they're your friends. Hey, hi, guy, how are you? And all of that. You make an order. The rule is I get 70% deposit before I even cut any fabric or whatever deposit you're happy with. And then when that is done, when the fabric is ready or the garment is ready for you to collect, you need to pay the balance. Now, that can seem like, my friend is coming. You just say, you know the rule. Oh boy, in the same social language. There's no fighting. You're just, okay, you know the rule. No, I'm not giving you, I beg. You want to kill my business. You're laughing, you're smiling, but you're firm. Why? A dead business is of no use to anybody. And you know, a guy without money has no friends. It's true. And people will take advantage of you as long as you allow them to. The honest truth is your fabric supplier will not listen to stories. When push comes to push, you will be in a mess. So set simple rules. The other thing is, don't be the one that handles the money matters. If you have somebody else that works with you, make that your staff, the financial person, who deals with them. So they will know, they will say, that Buchi, he will laugh with you, but he doesn't play with his money. I beg, I don't want his trouble. Just be firm. If they need your service, let them pay for it. It's better you have 5 customers who are paying customers than 20 customers who owe you the world. Cash flow is more important to a business than profit. A lot of people don't realize that. You might have expectation of this massive profit, but if you don't even get the money in, you can't get your capital, let alone talk about the profit. So, smile with them, laugh with them, but draw the line when it comes to your business. And it's about, if you set the rules, it becomes easier to say, you know the rules now. My guy, if you don't give us 70%, there's nothing I can do now to get the fabric and to do the work. Set up rules, but follow the rules. It's always our own inability to enforce the rules that allows people to take advantage of us. But if you know relationship will hinder you, give that responsibility to somebody else. Let somebody else who doesn't have that relationship with them be the one responsible for it. You say, you know my guy, he won't give you if you don't pay him. That guy can be the bad guy, and you can continue to be their friend. It's fine. Okay? But it's important that you collect your money. No cash flow, no business. Remember that. All right. Well, let me ask you, what's the future looking like for any of you? What are you looking forward to in future in terms of the business?
For me, what I'm looking at in future is have a big company where shoes are being manufactured, have certain number of people working for me.
Your long-term vision is to build a large shoe manufacturing company.
Exactly.
Great.
For me, I still intend furthering my education because I also have flair for nursing.
You have?
Nursing.
Nursing, okay. You're interested in nursing?
Yes, I still want to go into it, but I also want to go into the bead making, just like in case anything goes wrong, I'll still have something to still.
So it's your backup plan?
Yes.
It's not your main plan?
It's not really a main plan, but I also have flair for doing things with my hand. That is one thing. So that's the reason why I decided, okay, let me go into the bead making training.
Okay, interesting.
In the nearest future, we want to be able to create employment for young people. Now, what we are doing right now, we are doing it not just because, yes, it's a passion and all that, but we also know that there are a lot of people who probably love what we do, have same passion like we do. So we are looking at, okay, having a large retail store, growing our store and having a large retail store, and then opportunity to create employment for people. That's one of our goals. That's one thing that drives us. That, okay, we are not doing this just for ourselves, but we are doing it because we are looking at the long term of creating employment for people. And then it pushes us to succeed.
Very interesting. What about you, Bicho?
The vision is to build the brand to be large enough to sustain social cause. Yeah, we want to see how we could drive social causes using the brand as a vehicle, and also to actually change the game to see how we can do things in this industry that will create more value for clients than people ever thought necessary.
Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, I like the linkage of your enterprise ambitions to job creation, because that is the key. It's important that we understand the responsibility that we have as entrepreneurs in terms of social change and changing our communities to our benefit anyhow. And it's interesting that your goal is linked also to a social cause, whatever that cause becomes at the end of the day, which basically fits the mantra, we can do good and do well at the same time, and is actually the best way to build. If you're building, not just driven by money. You see, profit in business is the byproduct of doing what you do well. But there are many more meaningful things that come out of building successful businesses. Doing it well will automatically give you profit, because that's what makes the business sustainable. But there are many more longer lasting legacies that we can build from building our businesses. And that's why being able to tie it to something tangible is more satisfying and gives us the necessary drive to keep going, because you can see something bigger than just money in your business. And his vision to build a big shoe factory in Nigeria is also laudable, in the sense that, I mean, think of it, a massive population. How many pairs of shoes can you imagine that you will sell in this country, especially if you do it right and you build right? All right? So don't get caught in this fancy, oh, I need to make the highest quality. You make the highest quality of what fits the market demand. Do you understand? Within the acceptable price bracket that the market can afford. Always important. All right? Well, I thank you guys very, very much for sharing your experience and your future. And I believe that you would all have a story to tell on the long run. I know his mind is already thinking of the next stage. But that's the mind of an entrepreneur, always thinking and dynamic. Thank you very much.
Do you want to grow your business by selling to people in different ways? We can help with that. First Bank SME Connect. Visit sme.firstbanknigeria.com to find out more. First Bank.
Send in your comments, questions, and shoutouts to our Facebook page, facebook.com/IgniteTV, Twitter/IgniteTVNG, and check out our website, www.ignite-tv.com. For extras on Ignite, visit our YouTube account on www.youtube.com/IgniteTVNigeria for lots more about the show and lots of useful information on building your business.